Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Um, this is, this isn't my reading day, Capricorn, but I woke up and you were on my mind. So when that happens, I just have to go with it and to see what's going on for Capricorns. So yes, and also if you'd like to contact me, you'll find my email in the About section. And you can contact me to discuss the different services that I do and the different reading types, guys, okay? So I've changed the format a little bit. I'm going to unravel the cards as we do the reading because I'm just changing things up. Your additional guidance card is Yang, though, so this is really clear that there seems to be some need for action from you this week, Capricorn. I've got a feeling you've got a big week coming up because basically because you're on my mind. So I'm going to look at your crowning card first, and you've got the Queen of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck you've got the Empress. Okay, that is a beautiful card to have as your foundation. The Empress is about love. She's about abundance, prosperity. She's about giving out. So the Empress gives out love and she receives it. Okay, she's creative. She's Mother Nature. She's about being in your body, being grounded. So not spending too much time lost in thought, which is very interesting when the Queen of Swords is your crowning card, because she's got so many meanings, the Queen of Swords. But with this Empress card, my sense is both these cards are saying that do not get lost in thought, don't get lost in your thinking, do not get lost in your mind. Because if you look clearly at this card, her third eye, her inner vision is lighted up, okay? And she's got the sword of truth, okay? So because she's got this sword, she's no longer controlled by her mind. She uses the mind as a tool, not to get lost in its trap, but it's actually a tool to cut through illusions, cut through people, places and things that are no longer serving you, Capricorn, basically, and to become this much more grounded, more earthy, sensual Empress, basically. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards as they unfold. This is my first time doing it this way, Capricorn, so please bear with me, okay? So you start the week. The Three of Swords paired with the World card. So there's your World card. And this is your Three of Swords. Okay, so the World card first means the completion of life lessons. The World card is someone who's integrated, who's learnt all the lessons from the major arcana and the minor, and are now ready to move forward, basically, with all this knowing intact. It's like this whole new karmic cycle wants to begin with this World card. The Three of Swords is about heartache, okay? Many, many meanings, okay? For some Capricorns, you could have been involved with a triangular relationship, which has now completed itself. For some, this is heartache of the past, because if you look clearly, the storm is behind. But what remains is the heartache and the thinking about the situation, which brings us back to this Queen of Swords as a cutting energy, who knows how to let go. She knows how to say, this is the end and I'm now moving on. And it's not only about physically moving on, remember Capricorn, it's about emotionally moving forward. leaving the sorrow in the past, because the lessons have been learned with this World card. You've mastered whatever experience that Three of Swords has been, whatever past heartaches. The lessons are over and you're moving forward. So we then move on to both the Knight and the Page of Cups. That's a very interesting combination. Again, a very, very active, because the Knights are male energy, they're very outwards. But for some Capricorns, this is basically about love, okay? The Knights, so the Page of Cups always reminds me of those first stages of love. You know, the new romance, the flirting, the texting. And the Knight is about dating, it's about receiving news, it's about, it's basically about taking the relationship a stage forward, okay? So many Capricorns, this is a love situation, okay? And it almost seems to be many are leaving behind the Three of Swords and moving to a whole new emotional beginning, okay? That is the message of the Empress as well. You might have to use that Queen of Swords as a cutting, to cut through, to take out those knives, Capricorn, which are in your heart, okay? But to actively go forward and to take them out and to leave the past in the past. Because that Knight and that Page together are definitely about a romantic connection for some Capricorns, okay? Lovely combination, very unusual to see together. Actually, generally you get the Page in the beginning and maybe the Knight in the end, because there's a process to work through, but both of them are happening at the same time for you. So you then get the Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is mutuality. It's a great relationship card because it's between two equals, and there's a real, I always find the Six of Pentacles an incredible soulful connection. Because it's got a real earthy, really practical nature to it, but it has depth of quality as well, okay? For some Capricorns, this is a financial and work issue, okay, because it is a Pentacles card. It's about giving and receiving money. It's about going for an interview, maybe, because it's with that Knight of Pentacles, okay? So some people could be receiving news about a financial matter you've been waiting for, okay? Both cards are upright. The Empress is about prosperity, so it looks like it's going to be good financial news coming your way, Capricorn, which I love to see for you, okay? Very interesting reading, guys. I just pulled the last two cards. Oh my, now you've got the King of Cups. So you've got the Page, you've got the whole male family of Cups, okay? And remember, the male energies are very active. A bit like your additional guidance card, guys, okay? Oh, listen, and now and again I still have to show this because, as you know, there's people copying my work, okay? So this King of Cups, removed from the Page, which is the early stages of romance, to the Knight, which is that middle getting to know, dating stage, to the King, which is that deep level of commitment. That's an awful lot of energy within 1 week, okay? But as that Yang is that additional guidance card, there seems to be, there's going to be a lot of movement towards an emotional situation, Capricorn, for some people, okay? So if you're in a relationship, it's definitely going to be a very forward moving week. And if you're not, it already seems that it's one of these things that you could meet someone and it's going to progress quite quickly forward basically. Now, this King of Cups is with the beautiful Ace of Swords again, which leaves me to my original feeling between these cards that there seemed to be a message, Capricorn, about moving away from being controlled by your mind, being controlled and dominated by maybe past pain, because it's that Three of Swords, and using this beautiful Queen as someone who sometimes has to make very tough decisions. She can be quite a ruthless Queen, okay? But we all need her energy at one point in our life, particularly when there's decisions that have to be made around your own well-being, which might be to cut things from the past so you can allow movement to happen. It might be to cut through old ideas that you used to have about yourself, about love, about romance, so you can move forward, so your life can start to progress, Capricorn. Now what I love, so, and at the end of the week you've claimed this Ace. It's like you became this sort of victor of your own thinking. Now sometimes that Ace can have a negative connotation, in that once we see things as they are, we don't always like them, because we'll cut through quite a lot of illusions about ourselves, about others, okay? But I think the illusions you're cutting through, Capricorn, are more to do with that Three of Swords than whoever this cup person represents, okay? Because none of your cards are in reverse. You have the full maturing of that cup energy, okay? Which means it's real, it's genuine, it's solid, basically, okay? And this cutting through, I would really like it to be of, yeah, I'd like to try and cut those cords of past emotional pain, because it's pierced you to the core, whatever it is. And I think you're going to. There's definitely a message of activity required of you this week. You might have to reach out a bit. Definitely emotional, but also financially with that Six of Pentacles in that night, okay? I think there's going to be news received around money. Some could be going for an interview, okay? You might be called on to give someone a little bit of support, Capricorn. I have no idea what your reading is about. I know it's going to be a really big week for you, because it's not even my reading day, and I had to do this reading before I go and do the rest of my day, okay? And when that happens, it's because this needs to be heard, it's an important message, and it's an important week, okay? Thank you, guys. And again, you can get hold of me in my email in the About section of my channel, and we can then discuss requirements and the way forward around readings. I'm also an astrologer, and I bring in an awful lot of astrology into my readings, and it gives the most crystal clarity, guys. Okay, love you, Capricorn. Bye.